This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, Flavor Flav is celebrating almost 2 years sober from alcohol. He stopped using hard drugs nearly 14 years ago, and then he got rid of other harmful substances from his life after that. But he has struggled with drug addiction for at least 18 years. So he posted on Twitter, 2 years sober next week. Your boy Flav is not alone in this journey. Thanks to God and family and friends that support me.
Dropping the blues bombs for Flavor Flav. That's a beautiful thing. Salute to everybody out there celebrating, some form of sobriety. Salute to y'all, man.
Mm-hmm. Now, Chingy recently did an exclusive interview with Hip Hop DX, and one thing that he talked about was the fact that even though he had that whole song about the Holiday Inn, they never gave him anything for free. Here's what he said.
Do I get free rooms at the Holiday Inn for life? No! Holiday Inn wouldn't even, we tried to work with them when I came out with that song. I'm pretty sure I made them millions. They wouldn't work with us.
Because you could have chosen the Hilton.
Like,
you could have done Best Western.
I know, right? I used to literally, that song is true. We used to kick it at the Holiday Inn. We used to throw parties there. Play dominoes, play spades, drinking and smoking and shit. We really used to do that. And so we just wrote a song about it, but they didn't mess with us. Later on in life, like 2011, got the young lady name, but we met somebody. She was like the new marketing at Holiday Inn and wanted to work with me on some stuff, but then she ended up leaving, and so it was attempts being made, but nah.
Well, if the team reached out, clearly the Holiday Inn didn't need it. Holiday Inn probably was like, thank you for the free publicity, but,
pretty much.
We already the Holiday Inn. We didn't need that. You rapping about us because we the Holiday Inn. We didn't ask you to rap about us. He should have found like a smaller brand hotel that needed the publicity at the time. They would have definitely loved that.
I guess when he did it, he said they really were always going to the Holiday Inn. How many artists have gotten endorsements? I'm trying to think. I know at first Run DMC didn't have Adidas, and then they got it. Is that correct?
Yeah, they got Adidas later on. But you also got to think he didn't know the song was gonna blow up or not. He just did the song, and then it just took off.
Yeah, that's true. I will say most of these artists give out free publicity, though. I mean, how many of these high designer
Air Force Ones
clothes and these high priced liquors? How many of them are really even giving these people free product? Forget an endorsement deal, just free product. Period.
When Nelly got
Remember
the deal
Pastor
after
Courvoisier?
Yeah, but I think they got a deal after though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and sometimes it does work that way, right? You talk about something organic that you really do or really use, and then the company's like, hey, let's get you a check. And sometimes they don't. All right, now ex-NBA player Ben Gordon has been arrested after allegedly striking his 10-year-old son at the airport. This was at LaGuardia. And following the incident, he was waiting for a flight to Chicago. Port Authority police prevented him from getting on the flight, and they handcuffed him. This was on Monday at 8:45 p.m. at night. They said his son was escorted then by an aunt and taken to a Long Island Jewish Children's Hospital for evaluation. He is awaiting charges pending against him. And they said the two officers who were part of the arrest received minor injuries, but the reports don't state how or where they were injured.
I need more details on this story. Now, did he, like hit him on some discipline stuff, or like what was it?
I'm not sure, but then I seen a report that he said it was a Karen and she was lying and that he never hit her. So it's a bunch of different reports.
I saw, some reports were saying that he punched his 10-year-old son in the face, and then the charges came after. One was for resisting arrest, because allegedly there were some injuries to the officers trying to deal with the conflict. So not sure, but I guess we'll find out more details. All right, and speaking of father and son, Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr. are starring in a father-son comedy on CBS. The network is putting together this untitled show. It's co-written by Damon Wayans, the elder Damon Wayans, and Kevin Hench from Last Man Standing. And so there'll also be executive producers of the sitcom as well.
Hilarious.
So the comedy is going to feature Damon Wayans as Papa. He's a radio mogul who is happily divorced and has to prepare his son, Damon Wayans Jr., who has no motivation to be his best self before he turns 40.
Man, that has the potential to be so hilarious simply because Damon Wayans Sr. is one of the funniest people ever to walk the earth. Damon Wayans Jr. is very funny, too. If CBS gets out the way and lets the Wayans cook, oh, my God. I think I'll be watching that every week.
All right, now the Jasmine brand reports exclusively that Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill have split. According to sources, they said that they've been separated for a while now, and everything between the pair is amicable. We're also told that they've already filed for divorce, but they really do love each other. It wasn't anything scandalous. It wasn't any cheating involved. It just didn't work out. They got married in 2020.
Damn, that's sad.
And
That's horrible, man. I hate divorce.
Mm-hmm.
It's always easy
And
for
it's
us to
some
say, though,
happy
because
news.
we're not in the marriage.
That's true. Too.
P-Valley star Alphonse Nicholson has gotten married to the love of his life, Nafisha. They got married on Friday after 6 years of dating, a 3-year engagement. They got married in downtown LA. So y'all watch P-Valley, right?
No, but dropping the clues bombs for that married couple.
Low murder. All right, now the reception also included a cannabis bar that was filled with pre-rolls from the Fonzie. It's a line that Jay created with Black-owned brand Ball Family Farms. So guests were able to try that out during the celebration.
I'm so scared of pre-rolls. Only because, because historically, throughout life, we were always taught, don't smoke nothing if you didn't see it get rolled up. And I'm a person who accidentally did smoke what we used to call a wooler one time, a blunt, a weed blunt laced with cocaine. So I just never smoked pre-rolls. So now it's like pre-rolls are everywhere, but it's like
but that was a
mind is
time.
set.
Yeah, but that was a time where you couldn't buy, cannabis legally. So now when you buy it legally, it's pre-rolled legally, so you know what's in it. You ain't got to worry about.
I'm with you. I'm just telling you how my past traumas are set up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I was always taught, don't smoke nothing if you don't see it rolled up. So it's just like when I see the pre-rolls, I'm like, that's all.
I guess it's different now, though, because before people were buying things, it wasn't in any way regulated. You were getting it from, who knows where it came from.
I totally understand things are different. I'm just telling y'all that's just how my brain is wired because of how we were taught growing up. That's all. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the pre-rolls now.
And that is your front page news. Rumor report. Sorry.
All right. We got front page news next. What we talking about, Yeezy?
Yes, and let's talk about Nike. They are trying to regulate people who are resellers. We'll tell you what their things are that they're trying to do and actually enforce this time around.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.